Are you recording
X6.
this?
We've
Yeah, it's not
we've
at
done this a
all
few times already.
live. Oh, by the way, it is live.
All
Oh,
right, guys,
we're
do
live
not
now.
fall in the hole this time. All right, we don't need another TPK.
Watch out for Rumix.
All right. Just gonna uh, set the scene for the world, and then we'll jump into it. Drakkenheim, the proud and prosperous heart of Westmar. The even-handed rule of House von Kessel fosters a vibrant and industrious spirit that welcomes folk throughout the realm and beyond, and the city itself serves as an international hub for trade and culture. Known for its architectural wonders, Castle Draken looms above the city, its sharp-pointed towers standing guard over the city. The dome of St. Vitruvio's Cathedral welcomes any followers of the faith who visit it. Rising above both, the tallest landmark within the city, the inscrutable tower stands at a dazzling height and garners a wealth of magic and knowledge. And beyond that, more locations define the cityscape. The Queen's Garden, a pool of rest and peace within the hustle and bustle of the city, a testament to Westmar's queens, royal consorts, and other important women. The cosmological clock tower, its strange clocks lying dormant and silent for 90 years already, yet still a curious sight. And of course, Slaughterstone Square, a home. 100,000 people, give or take, call this city their home. Dusk has long waned into night. Children rush home not to get into trouble. Inns and taverns are filled with laughter. Some still are headed home underneath a clear sky, finishing the business of their day. Home, family, and a hearty meal await them. Few look up. A flamekeeper and a priest on the steps of the cathedral. A smith wiping their brow, taking a quick break. A boy, wide-eyed and easily impressed, tugs at his sister's sleeve to get her to look as well. A dot, nothing more than that. A strange star in the sky where there normally was none. That's not a star. Stars don't swell and grow. Stars don't shine with the eerie glow. It's purple and green and yellow and all and nothing, swirling and writhing and crackling within an unknown energy. Octarine, it would be called. An eerie octarine glow. Pure magic, hurtling towards the city at breakneck speed. A sacrifice of time to watch this race ever closer. The girl grabs her brother and presses him against her, embracing him, shielding him. The smith drops their tools in panic and flees. The flamekeeper prays, and the priest mumbles a paraphrased Lucretius Matthias teaching. One day soon, we will near the end. The meteor crashes. Drakkenheim, 100,000 people, give or take, call this city their home. Only a fraction of that number escape the city. A fraction of a fraction that nonetheless do not leave unscathed. Flame have mercy on those who live. Those beyond that fraction of a fraction that did not pass away instead transform, horribly mutated. Shattered minds grasping at the incomprehensible straws, instantaneous attacks against those who had not transformed. Monsters with little left to live for except to terrorize those who would venture into the ruins, except to guard the crater and what it spread. Deep octarine mist covers the city and stretch out for miles. Thinner at the edge than its core, something burgeons within. Shards, fragments of delirium, shimmering with that same octarine glow, that unbridled magical potential, its value not to be understated, its madness not to be underestimated. 15 years have passed. 15 years of struggle, and civil war, settling into relative peace. 15 years since adventurers, smugglers, mages, fanatics, and others have decided to flock to the city, to each their own, even if there is something that binds these people. Even so, beware. To the thug looking to make a quick buck, to the mage excited to study the unknown, to the paladin who would exterminate this evil, the soldier seeking to reclaim their home, the pilgrim who would worship it, to the fresh faced adventurers about to venture forth for the first time, beware, for there is no place in the world more dangerous and deadly than Drakkenheim. And with that, our band of merry adventurers find themselves not in Drakkenheim, but venturing towards it. They find themselves in the city of Altberg, about 3 weeks away from Drakkenheim, and looking to barter safe passage there. For whatever reasons, those are their own. Now, how do I drag you guys to the right map? Well, this is dumb. Already having issues.
And then we get dropped in on the wrong map and we're just immediately fighting a dragon.
Don't you move the
What he
little
was talking
ribbon?
about.
I, the Roll20 maps pages is now in folders, and I can't figure out how to take your player ribbon to the correct folder.
Bum, ba-da, bum, 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 bum,
This is
bum,
really
bum,
unfortunate.
bum, 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 bum. Oh, there is change. And we're
Nope.
back.
I was able to take you to a blank page, but I can't take you to the.
For a moment, I saw the flickering of the void.
The void flickered back.
No, really, Colby, was it in folders when you were doing it?
Yes, but
Oh,
I think I hadn't messed with the folders very much.
I got it.
Aha!
There's a whole new thing at the top. Uh, Never mind. We figured it. Are you guys on a new map?
Yep, on a map, I see stuff, I see other people, I see weird faceless constructs wandering in a horde about to attack us.
All right.
Use the
I
home
draw my
button.
No,
rapier.
it's just a busy city.
Okay.
Um,
Roll for initiative.
nope. So yes, you guys are all in this city. Um, let's see. Player names. Nock, Amnar, and Hudson. You are all traveling together. You've known each other in various ways, not necessarily bosom friends, but have worked together or known each other in some ways, and you met up uh, on your way to Altberg and decided to travel together. Finch and Bull, you are traveling together. However, Bull is not with us tonight. He will be joining us next session. So you will be on your own, Finch,
Lone wolfing it, as it was
and
meant to be.
but you're in a busy, bustling city. near the outer gates of the city. Looking you as you've all heard that there are caravans traveling towards Drakkenheim, um, and you're looking to barter passage. See if you can make it there. There are things to do here if you'd like, or you can immediately go to uh, the caravan area, which would be in the top right area.
Well, by no means do I need to roleplay this, but I think Noct is the kind of obsessive compulsive. He would go around and like reload up to a certain amount all the supplies he just used. So he would like buy his travel rations back up to whatever, make sure he has all his bolts and arrows, and replace any of his 1,000 ball bearings.
Sure. Why don't you, since you started off, why don't you tell us a little about your character? Who is he? What's he look like? Things like that.
Yeah, so I think coming in this sort of bustling crowd, Nock is being very careful to blend in. Almost everything about his appearance is designed to just sort of have people's vision just pass right over him. He's wearing dark clothing and sort of darkened leather armor, but everything is designed, like it's black, but it's not like, you know, uh, burglar with a sack with a money sign on it black. It's that kind of like gray, looks very practical. Does have his sort of the hood of his cloak pulled up, and is sort of it's pulled further forward than most people would, so it really hides his face in shadow. He's younger, has sort of a dark beard that's coming in, sort of dark hair, just a little bit of curl, but it's pretty short. There are a couple of weapons sort of neatly concealed in different places on his person. There's a rapier, which is hard to miss, but someone who is paying attention would maybe be able to notice some knives and hand crossbows sort of hidden in various places. So he comes in very businesslike. He just sort of gives Amnar a nod after their travels together and breaks off and begins shopping. He generally has an idea of what all the different goods should be going for. He doesn't try to haggle unless someone is overtly ripping him off, and tries to very quickly get back up to full equipment.
Fantastic.
One last thing someone might notice, there's just like a momentary delay, but when he moves, there's like a half second sometimes when his shadow doesn't move, or it starts to move in like the wrong direction. It's just very, very, very slightly off, and it might be something you'd only notice if you were looking very closely.
All right. Uh, Amnar, he nodded towards you. Why don't you tell us about your character and what you're doing?
My character is a cat. He's a oh, I forgot the name of the race. Tabaxi. Small for even a Tabaxi, but still, I guess uh not quite house cat size, but noticeably smaller. Uh he's just kind of staying back, taking a stock of everything that's going on. Uh kind of tends to like to, yeah, stay to the edge of things, like in the shadows and stuff. Doesn't seem to be real interested in like talking or interacting at the moment.
All right. And then Hudson, you're traveling with them. Tell us about your character.
All right. So first thing to notice is that I cannot see over the crowd because I'm a dwarf who comes from the hills, who's also a paladin, now a clerk. My bad. Didn't look at the wrong page for a second. Anyways, so I'm here to cleanse the city of its unholy sins. So my first task is to get in with the group. As everyone can notice, I stand out like a sore thumb, but I can also hide in large crowds because I am short and small.
So
But I don't
are
do a
you
very good job.
are you going around pointing out bad things people are doing and being like a street preacher?
No, just writing the notes down.
Oh, okay. Just
And
taking notes for sermons later on. Gotcha.
yeah. Yeah, I was taking notes of when I come back and cleanse of the lands. The lands, not the lands.
All right. And then while you guys are busy with yourselves and getting things ready for the caravan, we'll move down to another group traveling together, Finch and Bull. Uh, and since Bull isn't here, Finch, why don't you tell us about yourself?
I'm Jacopo Finch. My friends call me Finch. I'm tall and ruggedly handsome. Um, I exude kind of an air of confidence. Um, Dressed in fine clothes, and but even though I'm dressed well and ruggedly handsome, you can kind of tell that the years have not been kind to me. Um, yeah,
Are you looking to do anything in the hustle and bustle, or are you making sort of a beeline towards the caravan area?
I'm fairly quickly moving towards the caravan,
Okay,
very goal oriented and trying to just get to the next thing.
fair enough.
Uh,
So as no one is doing anything too terribly specific, I'm going to move everyone. Well, I'm going to try and move everyone. And with that, all of you find yourselves in the area where people are meeting for caravans, both for travel and for uh, bartering and whatnot. And you hear a gentleman uh, shout out to each of you in turn, going, "Oh, you, um, oh, and you all look like big, strong uh, adventurers. I any chance I could offer to pay you to escort me to Drakkenheim. Now, I know what you're thinking. It's a very dangerous city, but I am offering top dollar, and you don't have to go into the city itself. I just need some company along the way, and to make sure that I get there safely. And come now, I've got supplies for the nearby village. All those people are in desperate need. Surely, surely your hearts go out to them and you can help me out."
my immediate impulse is that this guy is giving us way too hard of a sell.
Right.
Like,
That was my thought too.
I do want to head back to Drakkenheim, probably with a caravan. But can I make an insight check on this guy?
Sure.
Me-
Time to blow the first roll.
Right.
Watcha. What's my read? I guess my two questions are: does he seem legit, and does he seem like he's going to get himself killed?
Yeah.
Um,
Is he naive or shrewd?
is he going to get himself killed? Mm, hopefully not. Like he is trying to hire protection. um,
That's
so
true.
he is actively trying to avoid getting himself killed. Is he legit? Um, make in addition to the insight, make some perception checks.
All right, let's see here. Womp womp. And I have expertise in this.
Yeah.
Um, so looking at his caravan, you don't notice anything too crazy about it. It looks average, but what's in it, you don't know. He could be telling you the truth or not. But your sense from this guy is that he is earnest in that he's not lying to you, but he might be underselling the danger of getting to the city. Everyone knows the city is dangerous. Uh, not everyone necessarily is aware of how dangerous it is to get to the city. And you also get the sense that he's trying to leave quickly. Not necessarily running from anything, but that he is on a time schedule and he's trying to recruit people hurriedly so that he can get a move on.
Is it like I want to get going before the end of the before the end of the day, or is it like I need to get going before the bookie finds me?
No, before the end of the day, like he
Okay,
wants to get on the road. He doesn't seem like he's being chased, but he does seem like, hey, I, I, I'm late and I need to get going and I need to convince people to come with me sooner rather than later.
Does he have his own like wagon or caravan like means of going, or is like he's just gonna
Yes,
be walking?
yes, he has a covered wagon, pulled by. I know what the module says, but what did I actually give him? Pulled by two mules.
And are there other caravans nearby, or is like this guy is the option?
No, there are others, but they don't seem to be as like they seem to be have plenty of protection. And you get the sense that if you wanted to go with them, you would need to pay them, whereas this guy is offering to pay you.
Yeah, I'll step forward and offer my services.
What's the coin?
Uh, I am willing to give you 15 gold pieces each.
does that strike me as sort of market rate?
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Doable.
yeah. Um, it's it seems maybe a little high for him saying that there won't be any danger, but you know, if he's got the money,
Right? Sounds dangerous, but I'm willing to risk it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Knock will give this a shot, but he's definitely going to have his eyes open for like, what's the catch here? Something still stinks.
Yeah, no, I'm not ready to trust the guy, but at the same time, 15 golds are to turn
oh,
down.
and I'm already forgetting to give you guys things. This gentleman will introduce himself as Aaron Marlowe, and I can give you a handout.
Oh,
That pop up for everybody?
yep, I see him.
Yep.
Cool, cool, cool.
And so is that, and we can edit that.
You can now.
All right. All right.
Yeah, that is Aaron Marlowe, um, Caravaner, willing to pay you, everybody in? It certainly sounded like it.
Yeah, I think so.
I think we're all in.
I ask him to pay me 5 up front and 10 upon successful delivery. Trying to negotiate with him.
Yeah, give a persuasion?
Yeah.
Yeah, persuasion. Uh, sorry. This is only good for completion of said mission. But how about this? For you, my friend, I'll give you, what did I say before? 15 gold pieces?
Right, right.
Yeah, I'll give you 20 upon completion because I like your style.
I shake his hand and say, "We'll make it there safely. I've got you."
Is he saying that only to Finch in front of all of us?
Yes.
That's funny.
Yeah. So, um, we are going to set off then towards the city of Drakkenheim. And I will need all, they do their things differently in this module. I will need all of you to roll a d6.
Mm, D6.
Yep. If you go to the left side of the screen,
Yeah.
there is a little dice icon. Oh, sorry, I missed. I was waiting on uh Harry, but I didn't see his. He was all the way at the
Yeah.
top. So 4, 3, 6, 4. That is pretty good stuff. Good job. Good job. So, you set off towards Drakkenheim. The city is about 3 weeks away from Altberg, where you're at. And after about 1.5, 2 weeks of traveling on the road, the countryside starts to turn a little dreary and desaturated. You pass many abandoned villages with dilapidated homes and crumbling farmsteads with fallow and empty fields, uh, forests of dead trees, thorny brambles, and harsh scrub grass. That's all that grows along the mud slicked road. Drizzling rain starts to fill the sky on most days, and the wind howls at night. Aside from the creaking wagon wheels, you only hear the cawing of crows. Um, as you travel along, do any of you try to talk to each other or talk to Aaron at all?
Yeah, I want to ask him why he's going to Drakkenheim.
Yeah,
Ask Aaron this.
yeah. He over the course of your journey so far, you've become a little more familiar, getting to know him, and he, while a little maybe used car salesman-y, he does seem sincere. And he will tell you that he is in fact taking supplies to uh, a place called Emberwood Village, which is the village nearest to Drakkenheim, maybe 3 or 4 miles away. Um, that sort of stands as a the last refuge of Drakkenheim. Um, it's by far the nearest settlement that's still around, and a lot of people venturing towards the city use it as a hub when they come and go from Emberwood Village. Um, for a place so near Drakkenheim, it's kind of busy, but it's nowhere near the size of a city. But because it's so near to Drakkenheim, they can't grow food. They don't have access to clean water. Um, these things all have to be brought in, and thus everything there is a little more expensive. And while it's dangerous to go, the pay is good. And that's why people will take these jobs, is because it pays a lot.
Does he make this trip often?
Yeah. Um,
Or
he
like
went.
how long has he been doing this?
He, well, how old does is he? Yeah, he's been doing this for 5 years or so, give or take. Um, and he probably go. It's a 3 week trip there, 3 week trip back, and then he'll take a week or two off because the pay is really good, and he's got to spend that money on something. But it has come to the point where he needs to make another trip, and he will go off on some tangents every now and then about his time there. So what I would like you to do, Finch, at the above the chat window where you see your different tabs, go to the one that has uh, three hexagons, I think, and it's if you hover over it, it says collections, and I want you to scroll down a decent way until you see rollable tables, and
Okay.
on that rollable table is something called rumors, and I just want you to hit roll one time. And this is one of the rumors that he will tell you as you. Can everybody see that, first of all?
Oh, yep.
Yes.
Cool. So, yeah, the
Yes.
Queen's men run vivacious fighting pits beneath Buckle Down Row, which
That
leads to
almost
their.
certainly is supposed to be vicious.
Yes,
Yep,
vivacious
I
fighting
like
pits.
vivacious.
shut up. I typed these a long time ago all at once.
Hey, I gave you the
Shut up.
benefit of the doubt. I thought you had copied it from the book and it was their
No,
typo.
no, I maybe I did, but I think I typed them. I think I typed them all out. Which lead to the secret stronghold in the sewers. The Queen of Thieves will grant any request within her power to whoever can survive a bout with her monstrous champion, but none so far have claimed the prize.
I feel like that's something that I want to copy and paste into my notes.
Mhm.
And he will make sure to tell you now. Remember, these are just rumors. No one knows that this is. I've never seen anyone who has actually done this. Does anyone else try to speak with him at all, or with each other?
Well, of course, I speak with everyone else.
I mean, is there anything specific? Of course, you guys have general. Wow, weather's nice today, eh? But
Oh no,
anything
I'm asking
specific?
like about everyone's backgrounds. Get a feel for who I can trust and who I should watch out for over my shoulder.
All right. Well,
Needs to be
uh,
sweet.
we'll do this. Let's say you have one question. You get to ask you have to ask everyone the same question. What's the one question you ask them?
So, in your quest for power, have you thrown anyone under the bus or under the caravan?
And all four of you can answer that however you see fitting.
I'm not a fan of backstabbing myself personally. I mean, I'm not a fan of backstabbing myself or other people.
I think I'm just sort of staring confused at like the jump from like how's the weather to who have you betrayed in your quest for power.
Well, I'm not from these type of lands, It's just hill dwarf stuff.
Hill
This is
dwarves
how we
often
casually.
backstab each other in their competitions for power.
Only like the ones looking for power from the other clans. It's no big deal. It happens every once in a while.
I just sort of make a little note to myself, like, beware of hill dwarves.
Colin, do you want to answer? Or Finch, I should say.
Sorry, I got distracted and missed the question.
The question is uh, Hudson is asking rather abruptly, who have you betrayed in pursuit of power? He's
Might be a
wanting,
little too personal, too quick, but
uh,
he doesn't
you can
understand that type of consequences
and you
sometimes.
can answer it however you see fitting, truthfully, not truthfully, ignoring it as Nock has done.
Why do you assume that I've betrayed anybody? I'm a very loyal person and
It's
would
just
never.
difficult. I mean, some of them just do that in quest to gain power in the other clans.
Just unintentionally, casually throw somebody under a bus.
It
It
just
happens sometimes.
happens.
All right. So next time we have any downtime, maybe you can ask another question.
Pretty abrupt question.
Don't know if I should. Might
Well,
just silently observe and then just write down weird notes. And then leave the
Very
journal
well.
wide open one day for everyone to read it, what I think about them. Like any good person would do.
Yes.
So,
anyway,
I think Nock is making very sort of like empty, how's the weather conversation. Especially like with Aaron, just to kind of establish that friendly acquaintance energy. But he, even though it's been 2 weeks, he has not forgotten that there was a weird energy when we left town, and has been kind of keeping an eye out for like, okay, when is the shoe gonna drop? Like, when's the other
Right.
shoe gonna fall here?
well, it won't be with Aaron, at least not at this moment. However, as you continue traveling, um, you find yourself coming across a river with a rather large bridge, and it seems to be boarded off in some ways. There we go.
Oh, that's good. I was about to ask a bunch of questions, many of
No,
which will.
I was trying to move you guys along, And now I need to take you to the new map.
Dun dun dun.
Map
How do you
loading.
guys think you were situated along the caravan, by the way?
Um,
I think
I was off
Knock
to a
is.
corner. Go ahead.
probably be
I was going to say, I think Knock is always very careful to be like second from the back unless he's about to do something, in which case he wants to be in the very back.
I'm pretty sure I was like in the corner watching everyone give me the side eye.
I'd be probably walking beside it up towards the front.
All right, guys. I got my next personal question figured out already. So when that comes, it's
I can't decide if I'm hoping that this is a weird part of your background or if this is just a strange character trait you've decided on.
it's
Um,
yes.
anyway, as you come along to the bridge, you hear, "Oi, oi, hold there, friends! You're traveling on a royal road, eh? In these troubled times, it falls to the loyal servants like ourselves to keep these highways free of outlaws, eh? I'm afraid we'll need to collect a fee to ensure your safe passage to the capital." And you see a large gentleman ride up on a horse to the barricades at the front of this bridge.
Hmm. I mean, I guess I'd defer to Aaron as to what to do since he's the one that's done the route a whole bunch.
Um,
Hey,
Aaron
Aaron, did you bring your toll pass?
Aaron seems uh, rather nervous, a little afraid. Um, and he's fumbling about, and he's saying, "This isn't normal. This isn't how it's supposed to be. These there's no royal guard anymore. There's no Drakkenheim is in ruins. There's no king to collect taxes.
So you haven't encountered these guys before.
No, no, this is new."
Hmm. I ask him what's the king's name that they're collecting taxes for.
"No king, none. No, we collect taxes for the queen."
Oh, the queen, right?
I'll speak up and say that we already paid the tolls.
"Oh, no, friend. You haven't been through here, and we're the only toll collectors around."
I think you're mistaken. We definitely prepaid.
We gave it the office.
We gave it the office.
I have a fast pass.
Uh, he will. Uh,
If you want that.
no. There. He. This is the only bridge around, and these guys have been here a while. Not. I mean, when I say a while, uh, a week or so. Maybe two. Enough to know that no one travels over this bridge without paying, and he'll tell you as such, and he will pat his sword at his side to give you a little hint of what he means.
Well, I'll pat my sword even more firmly and say that if he knows what's good for him, he'll let us pass.
I'd I'd ask just out of curiosity, how much is the toll?
We are going to need, and he sort of eyes your caravan, your wagon. He's going to say, "We're going to need about half of everything that's in there, and 25 gold each between
Each.
all of you."
I'm not sure our bad cop, discerning consumer cop plan is working here. That's out of
stalling.
character. Knock, like, as soon as he saw whatever was happening up ahead, very casually, sort of, didn't like actually step backwards, just started walking slower than the cart and has put the cart between him and everything else.
I mean, does it look like any of the bandits are like ranged, like have bows and arrows or anything?
Make perception checks.
I see nothing.
Anyone else wanting to look?
Wanting to see
I
how well
will.
armed these
I will
guys are.
see how well I can perceive things.
Perceive their weapons.
I'm trying to find where to push the button to do that. There we go.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, they aren't making any sign of hiding it. So, Noct, Amnar, and Finch, you all see that yes, these bandits are equipped with crossbows. The seemingly leader that's on the horse seems to have even a much bigger crossbow, a heavy crossbow, if you will.
Hmm.
I'll level my crossbow at him and say, "Stand down."
Give an intimidation check. Uh, no, not quite high enough. He laughs and says, "We are in charge here. Just try and get past us, and you'll see. You'll come to regret it, unless you pay. In which case, you can be on your merry way."
I guess we could lure them over here. We could pretend like we're paying.
So, guys, what do you think? I'll quiet the group so the guys can't hear us.
Well, here's the start of a question. Do you guys even have the money to pay?
Definitely not.
No.
No.
I ask Aaron if he's gonna pay their toll.
Um, make
Does he have the money to pay?
make an
Right.
insight check.
Oh, I don't know why that. Oh, because I have the wrong tab clicked. So that's 11. We are not strong rollers so far.
Right.
No, not quite. But let me.
I mean, we can just ask Aaron,
Yeah,
"Hey,
well,
do you intend to pay this?" Or I can ask him if there's another way around.
Well, I think it's already been established. This is the only bridge for a long way.
there was a thing that I was looking for in this PDF. One second. Oh, there it is. Um, yes. So he will. He Aaron looks nervous. Um, he wait 9 4. an 11. Okay, yeah, knocked with an 11. You notice that Aaron looks pretty nervous, and he'll say, "Yes, okay, look, I can pay them, but it would cut too much into what I'm taking there. Listen, there's a hidden compartment in the wagon, okay? It's got 200 gold, but it's really important for me to get this to Emberwood Village. They need it. I can't I can't afford to give more than half of it away."
I try to persuade him that it's worth his life.
I was like, well, my character nods and's like, just play along with our lead.
How well trained do the bandits look?
Uh, they look. I mean, they're armed. But do they look like they're from a military, super trained military? No, not really. Um, you
You could
could.
use a leveling system to say how tough they look. Are they like a 1 or a 2?
Um, I don't. Let's go to D&D Beyond and see what a CR is for a bandit, because I really don't know.
Should we roll another perception check to see how well we perceive
Yeah, you can
this?
do that.
I want to say a regular bandit is like 1/8 or 1/4.
Yeah, 1/8.
Oh, there we go. Hudson, yeah. He knows how to analyze fighter people.
I mean,
Yeah, the bandits look relatively weak. The guy on the horse, he looks a little bit stronger.
Hmm.
Um,
Well, okay.
Gotcha.
My
All right,
plan is
guys,
to,
we got the
yeah.
plan now. We're gonna walk up, and we'll hit the fat guy with guiding bolt.
I was say we could pretend like we're gonna pay them so we can get them a little closer. That way we won't have to.
well, I don't know if they're gonna come out, but you might be able to do that
How
as
are
an
we gonna
excuse
pay
to get
them?
closer to them.
Yeah.
I mean, I figured we could get to them. Yeah.
Are they? I'm
Knock,
guessing we're
Finch,
supposed to go to them.
Bull.
I don't think I have any ranged. Wait, maybe I have throwing knives.
So yeah, if you're going to try and get a little closer to them, I'm going to need whoever's going up there to make the 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 payment, as it were, to roll a performance or a deception check.
Well, if we all go up
If
there,
they're gonna get
since they
stuff
said
off
they
the
want to search the
wagon,
carts.
because I was saying they're gonna need to. The wagon's gonna have to go up to them, I guess, to so they can search it. But yeah.
my goal here is to not be seen.
Maybe I'll try and convince the bandits to come get their gold. Then say, if you want your money and your goods, come and take it. We don't want any trouble.
Guys,
Wait,
we're
wait.
rolling
Can,
so
can I give him
bad.
bless? Can I give him bless?
Oh, me or ever?
Bless
Who's
would
ever making the deception?
bless is a full action, and it wouldn't necessarily be subtle that you were casting a spell.
Oh, so yeah, I don't. Yeah,
Doing that might tip off the like
Take one of my spell slots.
like it's a full spell. It's not just a
yeah,
cantrip, so it's
and like
Oops, did not want to click on that part. I want to read that part.
Also,
oh
you
you
remember,
mean guidance. You can definitely do guidance. Guidance is more of a cantrip, and and
Okay.
something you can do sort of quietly and secretively.
Okay.
Bless is very different.
Okay.
Also, as you think about your spell use, remember you have 2 first level spells per long rest, and right now it's our only means of healing.
Oh,
I
they're
mean, it
just
I
is
mean,
using.
the guidance is just a cantrip too.
Right, but
Yeah,
he was
so
asking about bless.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
yeah,
I
when you
said blessed, and I was really thinking guidance.
yeah,
Right.
you can definitely guidance him. So that makes it to brings him up to a 10.
Right.
This is bad, y'all.
Uh, they
And then
they
9.
the leader is unimpressed. Says, no. You can just bring it up here, and we'll move these barricades out of your way, and you can be on your way.
So what we kind of want is just to get closer to him.
Yep, if that's what you want,
Yeah.
we can move you on up, and you as characters can move yourselves
Yeah.
however you want. And
To get
somebody,
a little closer.
I'm
We're gonna
not gonna move the card again, but yeah, the whoever's walking up to them uh can get up to like the fronts of the barricades if you're whoever's wanting to do the handoffs.
Yeah.
wait. I got this, guys. All right, guys. Here's my grand plan. I don't got anything.
All right, if that's where you'd like to be, um, as you do the handoff and he sees no money there, I'm going to need everyone to roll initiative. And why has everybody already rolled?
No.
I'm going to reset this real quick.
I remember I rolled earlier.
No.
Oh, I
Oh
did.
yeah, he did. He rolled an initiative thing earlier, so that
Oh,
probably confused it.
all right. So now everyone can roll.
I had the other one back.
I was gonna
It was
do like
aggressive.
a sneak attack or anything like as we were handing off, I was planning on stabbing him in the face, but I guess if he saw through that ruse, then I guess I don't get to.
You should have just charged up there.
Right? Maybe I should just ran at him.
Yeah, with the low
Right.
deception, he was not.
He was already ready for us to be
Yeah.
acting squirrely.
So looks like knocked. You will go first.
All right. Um, forgot I don't have cunning action. Can I make a retroactive stealth check for all this hiding behind the cart?
Sure.
I didn't want to interrupt everyone, and then I was like, oh yeah, I can't actually do that on my turn yet. You're frickin' kidding me.
No, they definitely saw you. You
Great.
Trouble.
in fairness, it's bright out. You know,
Right.
they could probably see you a ways off.
And they were already, yeah, on alert.
Must have been watching us coming.
Well, then can I hold an action until somebody gets within 5 feet of the thug to just shoot him?
Yeah, yeah, that's fine.
All right. And I
Well,
guess to be fair, I should move like out to here. All right.
yeah.
That's my
Then
turn.
over in the chat window, hit the EOT on your character for end of turn,
All right.
and that makes it a bandit's turn. This guy, um, he will draw his scimitar
Scimitar.
and hop over the barricade.
Skimmerture.
And he's going to attack Amnar, getting a 21 to hit.
Oh,
Oof.
yep, that'll hit.
Dealing 6 damage.
Oh, you got rid of the animation.
Yeah, I got
Figured
rid of
it
the
out.
animation. And that will end his turn, bringing us to Finch.
Finch will move on up to Bandit 1
Did you
and
roll
try
initiative for
to.
Bull?
So, no, I didn't, because he's not here.
And I will try and spear him in the gut.
All right. An 18 will hit.
Where do I roll damage?
In the chat window, just hit spear one-handed.
Beautiful.
3.
Yeah.
And then I will bonus action pull our master butt, attack him. Where did that attack go?
Should be just be Pam as a button.
And it's a crit.
Pam.
Let's see the damage. 9. Uh, you kill this guy.
Oh, nice. Take that, jerk.
And I call out, you mess with the wrong people. You can still turn back now, though. We'll let the rest of you live.
Make an intimidation check with advantage.
How do I turn on advantage? Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me roll some checks real quick. And yeah, nobody's running off quite yet. But the two guys in the back look very hesitant. They saw you just run up and not necessarily one
Murder him.
shot this guy, but very very easily just put him down. They do not like that. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
That is movement action, bonus action. I'm done.
All right. That'll bring us to the next bandit's turn. And he did not like that, and he is not going to come running up. However, he is going to use his light crossbow to shoot at you, Finch, because he's now afraid of you. And he crit in return.
Oh
Damn it.
Um, only dealing 6 total damage.
man. Headshots, Finch.
And that's his turn. The next bandit, he is looking a little afraid, so he's going to light crossbow you, but with disadvantage, getting only a 7 to hit. And then it's Hudson's turn.
All right. It's my turn. Cool. First thing I'm gonna do is hit this guy with guiding bolt.
All right, let's see it. Unfortunately, that guiding bolt will miss.
It's fine. We're all fine. It's just fine. You know what? I'm just gonna go right there and just hide behind cover.
All right,
Where's the end my turn button?
Amnar, it's your turn.
Hmm. Well, I'm probably gonna stay back and try to longbow the guy on the right.
Bandit number 2.
Yeah.
All right, a 24 will hit. Oof. Nope, not what I meant to do.
Oh, uh-oh.
He looks very hurt.
And
Anything else you want to do on your turn?
I was trying to find my move speed. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go.
Movement speed should be about 30 feet.
Yeah. I'm gonna hang back here. Oh, and how do I do the end of turn thing?
In the chat window, just hit the EOT under your character token icon.
On the right there.
Yep.
Oh, there we go.
All right. Now it's this thug's turn. He's afraid of Finch as well, but he is going to shoot at Finch with his crossbow with disadvantage. Getting, oh, you're lucky. It took an 18 and turned it into a 5.
Yeah.
So that is his turn. Now it is the thug's turn. He does not like that you came down and one shot his fellow. So he's gonna jump off his horse and he yeah, he's gonna come at you. Meaning that Hudson, you can take an attack of opportunity if you want.
Oh, I'd love to. But this time we use a different
Also, someone's
weapon.
within 5 feet of him now, right?
Oh yes, yep. But we'll do Hudson first. 16 will hit.
Sweet, sweet, sweet.
Nice.
Then yeah, knock if you'd like to take your shot.
Yep.
Wait, where is knocked?
And 11 is his AC, so that does hit.
Oh. 8 piercing damage.
There you go. He is looking hurt.
That also trigger a opportunity attack for me with Polearm Master? And that he just came into my reach?
I don't know the wording of it, but if
Yep.
you say so, I'll trust you.
Yeah, it would.
Wait, oh,
So let's see it. Yeah, that'll hit.
Oh, it probably shouldn't have been with advantage, but
Usually, just for future reference, if we roll accidentally with advantage or disadvantage and it shouldn't have been, we always take the first number. So it would have been a 20.
I'm going to have to get used to turning that on and off.
Okay, yeah, he is looking real hurt and was not expecting that. But yeah, he comes up to you and he looks to attack you, Finch, with his mace. And
he's gonna pepper spray him.
he actually gets to attack twice,
Oh no.
getting a 15 to hit.
That'll miss.
All right. And getting a 17 to hit.
That'll also miss.
Dang. All right. So he misses twice. And that is his turn. Um, I didn't roll for Bull because he's not here, but I will allow you guys to choose one person for him to huck a javelin at.
I'd,
My
I'd
my
vote Thug One.
well, my personal preference would actually be the Bandit 2 because
Okay.
Thug 1 I can actually get sneak attack on and Bandit 2
Okay.
I can't.
That works. Bandit 2 makes sense.
Bandit 2. All right. He's hucking a javelin at Bandit 2. Getting a 16 to hit. That'll hit. And that'll kill him.
Noise, 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 noise. All right, am I
Now,
up?
All right. Now it's Nox's turn again.
All right. I had already started moving. I'm going to fire an arrow at Thug 1 again.
Yep, 15 will hit.
10
Dealing
piercing
10.
damage.
How do you imagine killing Thug 1?
So I think all of this was over like a 10-second window as rounds go.
yep.
So I think as soon as Thug 1 like gets off his horse and comes forward, it's truly like someone got dropped into a pinball machine. Hudson smacks him in the back with his hammer. Nock whips around the corner, fires an arrow. Finch smacks him with the butt of his pole arm. And then, as he's still reeling, Nock draws again and just drops one. Probably not in his head. Maybe it goes like into the like
Nice
that
fat
that
belly.
well, I was thinking like up in that like the upper like neck shoulder area, and like hits
Alright.
an artery or something, and he just
Stack.
and goes.
That works.
All right. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
Let me see how far I moved. 5 foot step back, and that's it.
All right. With that, oh, why is he? I thought it would remove him from the turn tracker. Right.
Yeah. Huh. Finch's turn.
Now it is. Finch, it is now your turn.
Um, what what is my range on a crossbow? Like if I click
Let
on
me
things,
open your character sheet and see.
say anywhere.
So if you go on your character sheet, if you go to your attacks square or whatever, and go hover over hand crossbow, and the gear pops up. If you hit the gear, it'll list some information, and the range is 30 and 120. And what that means is that you can shoot at a range of 30 feet regularly. And if you can go beyond 30 feet up to 120 feet, but anything in that range is at disadvantage.
Okay. Cool. In that case, I will move. I'll run up. Would it require anything special for me to jump on that horse?
To jump on the horse, uh, it's not too tall, but it is a living thing and just had a lot of stuff happen around it. Call it a animal handling check to see if you can get a grip of it and calm it enough to swing yourself on top of him. No, you cannot.
It's a happy horse. Doesn't want to be
Okay.
handled.
I run up to the horse. I try and get on it. It runs
Horse
off or bucks me
doesn't
off, I imagine. So
Yeah,
I just try to
yeah.
move up.
You can't get. He's moving around too much. You can't. You never really get on him enough to get bucked off.
So I just kind of scoot around him then, and I will fire my crossbow at, we'll say bandit number 4.
All right.
Click things. I don't have a thingy for that.
A 5 will unfortunately not hit.
All right, and that will probably be my turn.
All right. Bandit 3 has just seen two of his comrades and his boss go down in the span of like 10 seconds. And he decides this isn't worth it and attempts to run. And yeah, he uses his action to dash and makes it to the nearly the other side of the map. Then Hudson, it is your turn, sir.
So, unlike Flint, I'm going to try to calm the horse down.
All right.
What?
How are you trying to calm it?
You know, like how. So I reach in my bag and I pull out a carrot. All
All right.
right, out of the food rations, and I talk nice and sweet and softly to it, saying it's going to be all right. And I give it the world's best animal handling.
All right. Now, before you do that, I will allow you to do this, but doing it like this is takes a little more time, and will probably cost you your action.
That's fine.
Okay. A 17 will work. You are able to calm the horse.
Perfect. That's gonna be about it for my turn. I'm pretty sure. Didn't the last band just take off running?
Yes, the
Well,
last bandit did take off running. Well, I say the last one, the one who last had his turn. There is still another bandit uh, here on the bridge, but a cursory look will tell you that he probably has a similar sentiment.
That's what I gathered. So I figured the horse would be pretty valuable if you could sell it off at a market.
Yeah. And it took you an action to calm it, but if you'd like, you can also attempt to mount it now that it's calm, or you can just continue to stand there. Whatever.
I'm gonna continue to stand. Not quite yet.
Okay. Does that end your turn then?
Yeah.
Amnar, what would you like to do?
I would I would like him. I was gonna fire at Bandit 3, but I'm gonna miss entirely, I guess.
Oh, yeah. If you're firing at three, well, at either of them, yeah, one will miss.
That's okay. That's
Anything
about
else?
yeah, I think that's all I can do.
All right. Bandit 4 is going to dash away.
Dasher
And
onward.
with that, um, the both bandits are fleeing.
Hmm.
Do you guys want to pursue or let them uh, run away?
I'll let him go.
Yeah, it's not worth chasing him. You come back, we'll kill you.
All right. Then with that, we will end initiative.
Uh,
There we go. So, uh, decently successful combat, all things considered, I'd say. But given a little bit of time, you guys are able to clear a path across the bridge and get the wagon across. Um, is there anything you'd like to do while you're here?
Loot the bodies.
Loot the bodies. I'm gonna
That's
loot the
what
bodies.
I thought you might say.
I hear a voice in my head saying loot the bodies. I listen to that.
Right.
Um, yeah, so roll some, and anybody who wants to loot the bodies, roll an investigation check.
Why can't we roll?
Right. We have a hard time. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Hudson. Hudson's looting the horse.
Hudson found a horse.
Yeah, that's why he has such a high on investigation. He found a horse
All
in the
right.
pocket of the bandits.
So, unfortunately, uh, you are unable to find much on the bodies of these bandits. Some knives and daggers, scimitars, maybe 5 or 6 gold between them, but nothing substantial. And if there's any equipment you were wanting to pick up, um, like a sword or a dagger, something simple, we'll say they had it on them. And yeah, we'll say about six gold total. However, uh, during your course of looking around and clearing out the bridge and everything, uh, you do notice a rather worn path heading off into the forest, where you're able to gather that perhaps they had a hideout that direction. Now, what you're also able to gather, though, is that it looks like a lot more people have been traveling this little path than just the 4 or 5 people who were here. So you have a choice to make. Do you want to continue on to Drakkenheim? Or do you want to go exploring this potential bandit hideout?
I don't know, even with that small encounter, I'm already at half health. I think we could save the hideout for later if we absolutely think we need to check it out. I think getting to the city would be more important.
Aaron Marlowe would encourage us to count ourselves lucky and continue on towards Emberwood Village.
We didn't happen to
Uh,
level up, did we? That would be a factor.
no,
All right.
you did not happen to level up.
As far as I know, we have no healing potions, and our cleric has one spell slot left.
Right. We would at the very least need a long rest, yeah, before.
Yeah, I would just say let's gather up all the all the stuff.
Yeah. Let's
So
get
we
to
know
town.
there's some crossbows.
Yep. There's some scimitars, some maces, a couple daggers. Um, I think they were wearing like plain leather armor. I could look it up and see. And yeah, we'll call it 6 gold.
So I
Was
think
We'll
what
somebody
we
say,
need.
checking inventory stuff? Was
what's
that
that?
somebody's job? Was that somebody's duty to check inventory stuff?
Yep.
Like
Yes,
when
I'm
Inventory
inventory. Gary
is
is gold. Or,
inventory. Yep, is Aaron.
if you want to just like mark some of that stuff down for us to sell later.
Yeah, if you're
yeah.
wanting to keep it, you can definitely toss it into the cart that Aaron is driving.
So we took out 2 regular and 1 thug, right?
Yep.
So that would be 2 light crossbows and 1 heavy crossbow.
Okay.
Those are just much more valuable than everything else, so it's worth distinguishing.
Yeah.
Also, the horse. What kind of horse is it?
Right.
It is
The
a
horses are
riding
like,
horse,
yeah. Do they
That's
have any
worth as much
packs?
as the crossbow.
Yeah.
and you can ride it.
I
Right.
feel like horses that are ridden into Drakkenheim come out with like 8 legs.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey,
We get
for now though, let's bring it with us.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
thinking we part with this in town along with all this
Yeah.
stuff.
Who's
Oh,
super slow? Should we
absolutely.
throw Hudson up on there?
Well, and
What?
uh, Amnar, are you
Well,
any
of
good at
course I'm
animal
going up
handling?
there.
What's that?
Are you any good at animal handling?
Let's see. I think maybe a little bit. I got a 4 or +4 on it.
See, I think you probably have the best, right?
I mean, I guess Hudson got lucky with his. He has a +3.
I don't really know how like combat from a mount works, if that gives like much benefit or should be taken into consideration.
No, I'm not good at animal handling there.
It does give some bonuses. Well, not necessarily some bonuses. It allows you to basically dash without taking the dash action. Like it can move for you, so you can use your action to do other things.
So some increased
Um,
movement speed.
yeah, but it's a lot more useful in open areas than in narrow areas. And there are feats that you can take that allow you to be better on a mount.
But also, it has 13 hit points.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
Gotcha.
can decide to attack the horse, and then yeah.
As
yeah,
a
they can choose to attack the horse instead of you,
if you're really
and
committed to it, as a paladin, you can summon magical horses later that you can keep resummoning, and they're not just dead forever.
Right.
Whereas we can probably go sell this for 50 to
Yeah,
75 gold, and maybe turn that into something useful.
makes sense.
Bingo was his name, though.
Uh-huh.
Alrighty.
Now we're on the same page.
Cool, cool, cool.
Sounds like a
In the
plan.
meantime, I'll ride the horse.
Most importantly, what should we name the horse?
Right. Bingo? I think we just named it Bingo.
Silver dollar.
I think I'm going to be calling it 75 gold.
cash money.
If we give it a name, it'll be harder to sell.
Right.
Absolutely
Name
not.
is
Just have to
Someone's
keep
gonna grow
telling
attached
yourself
to it.
that as it nuzzles gently into you. Happy to be away from these big, mean thugs.
Name it Never Say Die.
Right.
So,
Alrighty.
yeah. With that, you guys will take off away from this bridge, and at the very least, for a day or two, you do not run into any more danger, so you're able to take long rests.
I was going to ask.
Hey,
Wait, where's the long rest?
There is a button now. I don't know how well it works. There used to not be a button.
I
oh,
was
I
gonna say I
see it.
couldn't
There it
remember if
is.
Roll20 had. Do you have to click on the character token and then do long rest, or?
Uh,
If
in
on your
the
character sheet
character
there
sheet,
is a long rest button.
Oh, okay.
I'm hoping it works.
it seemed to work for me. I don't know about resetting skills and whatnot, but it restored hit points.
Cool. Because yeah, the last time I DM'd, that wasn't a button on the character sheets. So
I'm incredibly blind over there. Yeah, I only have hit points to reset anyways.
Can we say that at the beginning of our day, I gave an inspiring pep talk to everybody with my noble confidence skill,
oh yeah, absolutely.
so that once in the next 8 hours, basically once in the day, that each ally can roll a 1d4 and add it to the result of any single attack roll, ability check, or saving throw?
Yeah, we can absolutely say that that happened. Um, However, everyone really needs to remember that.
Right.
Does this send it to everybody? There you go. Look at
Oh,
that.
Lay on hands.
that's Leia. I was like,
No,
wait a minute.
that's the wrong thing. Okay. Uh,
This pep talks involve touching everyone.
I was trying to touch people, not
There we go.
lay on hands. Touch them with my words.
Yes.
Nice. So that's guidance without guidance,
Huh.
and can probably stack with guidance.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
And kind of adds to other things too. The single
Right.
attack roll
Oh yeah, it is. It does do for attacks. Nice.
or an ability check. Yeah, I like that a lot. That's my
Yeah.
morning ritual.
Nice.
All right. Um. doo, doo, doo.
So from
So
here, we're
yeah.
almost in Emberwood Village.
You're maybe a week out still.
Oh, okay.
You were a week and a half to 2 weeks at the bridge.
Ah,
Um, or I'm sorry, it was a 3 week trip. The bridge you had been traveling for a week and a half to a week. So now you've gone a couple more days, so you're maybe 3 or 4 days away still, but you're getting there. Um, and we're probably not going to move on to the next encounter tonight. However, uh, because you guys helped him out and everything, and he now trusts you more. Um, each of you can go to the rumors table and roll a new rumor to get from Aaron. Aaron,
Okay.
Oh boy.
can he pay us in gold instead of rumors?
Right.
not until the job's done. So, yeah, number one. Uh, there's an invisible wall surrounding the Old Rose Theater.
Okay.
He will also tell you that someone has been selling potions out of the Old Reed Manor.
Good to know.
The inner city has become the hunting ground for a fearsome monstrosity known only as the Lord of the Feast. All who dare enter become his prey. And then, oddly, the Black Ivory Inn is up and running. And it sounds like it's like business is booming too, which would be very odd for a inn inside of Drakkenheim.
Right.
Seems very familiar with Drakkenheim.
Right.
Well, he's been
I went
around.
there.
He's heard some things.
I guess yeah, these are rumors, so
Yeah, he's been traveling in and out of Emberwood Village, never into Drakkenheim itself, of course. That would be far too dangerous for me.
yeah.
But the people who go to Drakkenheim, they come through Emberwood Village. They'll stay at the inns, drink at the taverns, and they'll tell you a story or two. I don't know how many of them are true, but they're always a fun time. And yeah, with that, I'm probably going to call this session tonight because it's almost 10 and I don't think we can do an encounter in the next 30 minutes or so.
Right.
Level 2?
Nope.
Well, 1.5.
I have no hit points.
Right.
No, not quite level 2 yet. But I would say you're probably about halfway there.
Well, nice.
I guess.
All right. Well, with that, I'm going to end the stream.
Actually,
Oh,
I'm going to change that. Yes, everyone can level up to level 2.
haha.
And
Begging
then
Huzzah!
works.
And then the next one will get you guys to. That way you'll get to Emberwood Village at level 3. Yeah, that sounds like a good time.
So this is the level plus character mancer, right?
Yes, when you go to level up your character, do not hit the second one. Basically,
And don't do the level, the one that says it has like a warning next to it, like it'll reset things or whatever.
Where is that button?
okay. So if you go to your character sheet and you see where the advantage, normal, disadvantage is, and then core bio spells, and then a little gear. Hit that gear, and on the very right hand side, scroll down a little ways until you see an icon with a hammer and anvil. And one is launch level 1 character mancer, and the other is launch level plus character mancer. Click the plus.
All right. We're going to go level now. Bye, Internet.
Bye.